Hello students, welcome all of you to my English grammar class. Today I am going to teach about the structure of present perfect, types of sentence and their forms, use of has or have, regular and irregular form. In previous class I have discussed briefly about the ways of expressing the present time, how the present simple or present indefinite and present progressive or present continuous are used in indicating the present time. And also I have discussed about their structure and uses. And in today's class I am going to discuss about the ways of expressing the first time. Look at this chart. The last two types of present tense are used in indicating the first time, and the four types of past tense are also used in indicating the first time. So my dear students, now I am going to discuss about the present perfect tense. Okay, at first I will discuss about the structure of present perfect tense. Okay, look at here. Present perfect tense its structure or we can say its form. So the structure for present perfect tense is subject plus has shall have V3 plus object. Okay, this is the structure for present perfect tense. Here has and have are primary auxiliary. You know that primary auxiliary is of three types: be verb, have verb and do verb. Okay, we are using the have verb in case of present perfect. Okay, so these are your have verb, and here V3 means third form of the main verb, or you can say first participle of the verb. First participle of verb form. Okay, for example, I have lost my pen. We can take one more example. He has passed the exam. Example 3. Radha has done her homework. Okay, so students, look at the examples. According to the structure, here I, he and Radha are the subject, and have, has are your have verb. And look at here, lost, past and done, these are V3 form. So look at here, V1, V2 and V3 form of the verb. We can say present, past participle form of the verb. Okay, if I take for lost, lost and lost. If I take this verb first, for first, that is past and first. Similarly, if I take the verb done, for done, that is do, did and done. Okay, look at the V1, V2 and V3 form of the verb. We are taking the V3 form, or you can say first participle form of the verb in case of present perfect. Okay, and here my pen, here the exam, and here homework are our object. Okay, here my dear students, always remember that third person singular subjects, that is he, she, it, and any name that take has with them. Okay, and other subjects they take have with them. I have, you have, they have, we have. Okay, and you know that the third person singular numbers are third person singular subject are he, she, it, and any name. Only they take has with them. Okay. So now I am going to discuss about the type of sentence and the structure or the forms. Okay. So my dear students, the structure for present perfect tense may be varied or differ according to the different type of sentence. Okay. So the structure for affirmative sentence is subject plus has or have plus V3 plus object. For example, he has lost his book. They have done their work. My father has written a storybook. Okay. And structure for negative sentence is subject plus has or have plus not, then V3 and then object. Okay. For example, if I change this sentence into negative, then he has not lost his book or he hasn't lost his book. Similarly, second example is they haven't done their work. And third one, my father hasn't written a storybook. Okay. And the structure for interrogative sentence is has or have subject, then V3, then object. Okay. Here has or have comes first. Why? Because it is a interrogative sentence. We put question mark at the end. So it is needed to put the verb at the front. Okay. Or at the beginning. Look at here. For the first example, if I change it into interrogative, then has he lost his book? Similarly, to example, have they done their work? And for third example, has my father written a storybook? Okay. And for interrogative negative, another type of sentence, interrogative negative, in that case we use not after has or have. So hasn't he lost his key or hasn't he lost his book? Okay. Here, according to the structure of present perfect tense, we are using the third form of the verb, or we can say the past participle form of the verb, or in short we can say V3. Dear students, here if we change the base form of the verb from present to past and then from past to first participle, some verbs may change from past to first participle and some remain same. So here I want to discuss about the regular and irregular form of the verb. Here questions arises, what is irregular verb and what is regular verb? Okay, dear students, we know that verb change as per the tense and it has three forms like present, past and past participle, or you can say V1, V2 and V3 form of the verb. Here the present is also called as the base form of the verb. Okay, and in present perfect tense we are using the past participle form of the verb or the V3 form of the verb. Okay, look at the examples. Here I am going to discuss about the regular and irregular form of the verb. Look at the examples. Pass, passed, passed. Like, liked, liked. Cry, cried, cried. Put, put, put. Lost, lost, lost. Come, came, come. And go, went, gone. Look at here. Some verbs are following some fixed pattern, but some are not following the fixed pattern. So those verbs who are following the fixed pattern are called regular verb. For example, look at the three. Pass, like and cry. They follow a fixed pattern. So these are called as regular verb. And look at the other four examples, they are not following any fixed pattern. So these four comes under irregular verb. Irregular verb. Okay. But my dear students, there are some rules regarding our regular and irregular verbs. Now I will discuss about these rules. So look at here, rules for regular verbs. Three rules are there. First one is verbs base form plus ed. It means we add ed to the base form of the verb. For example, V1, V2 and V3. Pass, past, past. Similarly, we can take another example. Look, looked, looked. Look at here, we add ed to the base form of the verb. Okay. And rule number 2 is verbs base form plus d. Here we add d to the base form of the verb. For example, agree, agreed, agreed. Okay. Similarly, we can take another example. Like, liked, liked. Look at here, we add only d with the verb, base form of the verb. Okay. Similarly, the third rule is verbs base form plus ied. For example, cry, cried, cried. Look at here, y is replaced by I, then we add ed. So here we add ied to the base form of the verb. Similarly, we can take another example. Study, studied, studied. Okay, and then there are some rules for irregular verbs. So now look at the rules for irregular verbs. Okay. First one is all three verb forms are same. All verb forms remain same here. For example, V1, V2 and V3 form of verb. Here all remain same. Look at here, like put, put and put. There is no change when you convert it from present to past and past to past participle. There is no change. It remains same. Similarly, another example, cut, cut and cut. In second rule, all three verb forms are different. They change when we convert it from present to past and then past to past participle. They don't remain same, they change. For example, go, went, gone. Similarly, we can take another example, do, did and done. Similarly, write, wrote, written. Okay. And third one, same past and past participle form. The base form change into past and then it remains same in past participle form. For example, lost, lost, lost. Similarly, we can take another example, buy, bought, bought. Okay. And the fourth rule is same base and past participle form of the verb. The base form and the past participle form remain same, but the past form of the verb is different. For example, come, came, come. And we can take another, run, ran, run. Look at here, the base form and the past participle form remain same, and the past form of the verb is different. So there are two types of verbs, regular and irregular, and from these rules we can understand about, or we can distinguish between which one is regular verb and which one is irregular verb. Okay, so my dear students, I hope you must understand about the structure of present perfect tense and how the structure differ according to the different type of sentence we use, and which verb forms we use in present perfect tense, and about the regular and irregular verb forms. Okay, and in my next class I will discuss about its uses. That's all. Thank you.